Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Art Nouveau Tarot by Matt Myers. This printing is from 1989, so I didn't have a website for that one. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, and with an E. There's websites here, Hay House websites. Let's see if I can get them close enough. Feel free to freeze frame if you want any of that information, if you want to look any of that stuff up. Okay, what do we have for Gemini? Whew. Ooh, Ace of Cups right off the bat. All of this is hidden behind the Ace of Cups. It's face down. And this, somebody's bringing you something. I mean, we like gifts, right? Ooh. Especially when it's information. Caring connections. Somebody's bringing you something. They want to share something with you. Somebody who can offer you a lot of information. The Justice card going in your favor. This is a very compatible energy with you. Especially because I tend to connect with it in the sense of Libra. And it's kind of like, you need to know this energy. It's kind of like somebody thinks you need to know this. Gemini, you need to know this. This is your fair due. You should know what's going on here. It's almost like somebody's looking at this kind of like, they don't like the situation. They don't like the situation. They got the Three of Swords here. And they're just kind of like, this isn't right. This isn't right. People keep getting screwed over. And you know what? Gemini has a chance, and I'm going to make sure Gemini knows what needs to be known. Somebody's like, they're bent on this one. They're kind of bent on it. Kind of like, you know what? I've seen too many people get screwed over, and I have a chance to help somebody get ahead. Gemini's going to get ahead, because I'm going to help them. It really does feel like that, though. It's like they have some type of vigilante energy. Kind of like, I've seen people get screwed over in this situation so many times. Not this time. At least one time it's going to work out the way it should. And I'm going to help this one. The Gemini over there, I'm going to help them. They're going to have a chance, and I'm going to help them get it. It's like a vigilante energy. I just keep feeling that. They're like, nope, seen too many people screwed over. I hate that. I don't think it's right. No. Page of Fire. And the 18 is the Moon card. That can be a very emotional card, a very intuitive card. The Queen of Cups is here too. That's a very intuitive card. They're very pushed. They have a very strong draw to help you. Very, very. Now, there could be a couple reasons for this. You might know them a lot better than I do. I mean, it is a general read. This person has a very strong push to help you. And they're very bothered by the situation. I feel like they might also feel like not only that it's fair that somebody gets their fair chance, but they want to restructure the situation so it can't do this anymore. It's almost like if they help you, maybe they can break this cycle, because they don't like the cycle that happens here. They don't like it. And they're like, this is ridiculous. I don't want this to keep going. So if I can move this person forward, if I can help this person, this might be the beginning to breaking this situation down, because this isn't right. And it seems like it's a very random choice. Is it, though? It may be. It's almost like the wrong person crossed them, or they feel they're somebody upset them, and this is their way of getting even. It's kind of, again, that vigilante energy. So it could, keep that in mind. Ooh, that's a little saucy, isn't it? So if this is kind of like almost like a little bit of a revenge thing, roll with it. I would say don't scoff the energy because of it, but be aware of that. Oh yeah, goodness. I'm also getting Justice, though, kind of like, no, you should know this. But this might set you up to do even better things in the future, because you might have another turn in your favor coming. More than one thing is going to go your direction. There's a lot of serendipitous energy going on here. This is just the first in many things that are just going to line up where they need to get you where you need to go. Ace of Cups, you're having fun with it. All right, these three cards came face down. 10 of Cups, Chariot, and the Ace of Swords. the deeper you get into it, the easier it gets for you. That's not true for everybody. So the deeper you get into this, the easier it gets for you, because Gemini sees all the angles. You guys have that very sharp mind, and people underestimate you. Not always, but I really feel like 9 times out of 10, most Geminis get underestimated. Ironically, they can really make out with that, because people don't take you as a serious threat. Not that you're trying to be threatening, but you're extremely sharp, and a lot of people don't understand that. Because you go in so many different directions and your mind works so fast, people don't realize that you see all these crazy angles. They can't comprehend what you're doing, so they don't take you very seriously, but that just gives you the advantage. They'll tell you things they probably shouldn't, you get them talking, they get comfortable, blah, 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 and you know what to do. Whew, it's a lot, but for you, you handle it. The door opens really wide for you, and it's time for you to really make out in the situation with the Ace of Cups. I'm really happy for you on this one. This is like, it's almost like that really complicated puzzle. Like, it's a really complicated puzzle, but you're like, yeah, but I know what I'm doing. So to you, it's not frustrating. To you, it's fun. Kind of like, I know where this goes. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, no, yeah, that. I've done with this before. And like, you're like that person that takes the Rubik's Cube, whips it around 5 or 6 times, and like, oh, it's solved. And people are like, how did you do that? And it's kind of like, well, I'm Gemini, so that's how I did that. Power of Gemini. Beware. Yeah, because you have another, it's kind of like you got a couple cycles coming in. This is the start of this. It's going to build into a few different cycles, and you're going to keep on building from it. It's kind of like the more happens, the more you can do with it. You're going to confuse the hell out of some people, because you're going to get very far in this situation, and they're not going to know how you did that. This vigilante energy, again, we're going to come back to that. The person who's actually starting this, moving this forward, they literally have no idea how far you can go. They don't realize how far you can take this. And when you get as far as you want to be, they're going to be like, I had, what? They're going to be shocked. They're going to be like, what? How, what? What? Like, they're just going to look at you like, I wanted you over there, and how did you do that? I wouldn't bother explaining it to them. They're not going to get it. But it's fine if you want to. Knock your socks off. Knock your socks off, right off if you want to. I'm getting a whole new phase coming in. Whoever this vigilante energy is, that's a temporary connection for you with the Eight of Cups. It's good. It's good, but you're going to be moving way beyond it. It's not going to stay. They are going to be kind of floored about how far you take this. I wouldn't worry about them. They do like you, and that's great. But I feel like it's a vigilante energy. It's just, I would be comfortable that it's just not going to stick around. Because it's kind of like when it gets upset and does wonky things. Whoever it may be. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, it's really, when it gets upset, it does wonky things. Doesn't mean that things they do are right. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So just kind of roll with it in that sense. Anything else about this vigilante energy? Because something's up with it that I feel like I'm not touching on. I'm wondering if it's somebody who's emotionally unstable or something. Air, 5 of air. So it's the 5 of swords and the 19, which is the sun card. They really enjoy helping you, but they really see no reason not to. It doesn't benefit them at all. It's a weird one. I don't know. The 5 of swords is like the fruitless win. They're helping you win. The 19 is the sun card. Everything working out great. They're going to get very happy that you move forward. They're also going to get very shocked when you just keep going. I feel like you're going to knock their socks off. The 19 is like they're really happy for you, but the 5 of swords is like I don't think they're getting anything out of it. It's just like an emotional moment that they have this vigilante energy. It benefits you, and then you move way beyond them, and it doesn't matter anymore. I wouldn't worry about it. I would just be okay with it. It was good when it was there, and if it moves on, that's fine. I feel like you understand the benefit of an ally. It's not like I don't feel you really throwing this energy away. I just feel like when you keep moving forward, there's just going to be too much distance that they're not going to be beneficial anymore. And that's okay. I don't think that's any bad. I don't think that's bad. It's just there's no value between the two of you anymore. I don't think that's bad. I think that's fine. I wouldn't feel bad about it anyway. This energy just goes dormant from your life. It will. After a while, it will go dormant. So it's not here for the long haul. They may think they are, though. There may be a clingy energy from it, too. Just kind of roll with it in the moment. I wouldn't worry about it. Is there anything else I need to say about this? I think we're there. I would just roll with it. I would roll with it. Especially because it really does feel like this energy that's helping you, this vigilante energy, it does feel unstable. It just feels kind of unstable. It really does. So it's not bad. It's not a slam towards anybody. It's just kind of like, that's a hard energy to stay with too long. You know what I mean? It's hard energy to constantly deal with. Some days it's good, other days it's not. When it's people who are emotionally unstable, some days they're really great to be around, other days it's really difficult, you know? So take it with a grain of salt, wherever you got to go with that. I also feel like maybe the reason I keep hitting that button, like trying to point out that they're emotionally unstable, is kind of like, when you realize that they're helping you today, just realize that coin can flip at any time. That coin could go tossed in the air, and then whatever side it lands on is where you're at the moment. Just be aware of that. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.